Nakadam gaining imini guan mapagi chibmi gagi gituan. Gagi zaminan. Kego ganyai kituan. Wega witishindaman. Your Excellency, Governor General David Johnson, Honorable Lieutenant Governor, it gives me a great pleasure to be here today. And I want to welcome you as well to the unceded territory of Treaty Number 4. We agreed to share this territory that we occupy. And through the discussions that I've heard here already, I am honored to hear that you want to reinvigorate this relationship, this treaty. And I think we agree with you once again that we need to reinvigorate the relationship. I am here on behalf of the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs, Grand Chief Derek Nipnack. He phoned me on Friday evening and said, "Can you represent me?" And I reluctantly agreed. I'm a bit shaky, I've never been this way before. First, I want to say that Canada owes a debt of gratitude to First Nations people. From the first boats of sickened sailors that landed on our land from Europe, to the saving of the lives of the Selkirk settlers in Manitoba, to the early wars and the alliances of Indigenous peoples preserving the border of the state of Canada. And lest we forget the contributions of many great warriors in recent wars. Indigenous peoples have created prosperous opportunities for this country to flourish and to become autonomous. It is our historical and cultural demonstration of kindness, hospitality, and brotherhood that has shaped the notions of democracy, fairness, equity, and the precept of honor of the Crown. In the attempt to reconcile the treaties and our competing sovereignties. Secondly, we ask Your Excellency, in keeping with the honor of the Crown, to reaffirm the spirit and intent of our treaty relationship by holding regular ceremonial meetings with treaties 1 to 11, sovereign nations, and to support future amendments to the letters patent concerning the mandate of the vice-regal office. We want you to rebuild, sir, the integrity of the Canadian institutions and to stand up and support the abolishment of the Indian Act, thus supporting the restoration of First Nation traditional governments. Promote a new relationship with First Nations, with the state of Canada, and to institute a new royal proclamation, thus proclaiming recognition of First Nation governments and the new relationship as recommended by the Royal Commission on Aboriginal Peoples. Advocate for the implementation of the recommendation of the Manitoba Aboriginal Justice Inquiry, the Royal Proclamation on Aboriginal Peoples, and the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, in particular to advocate for sovereignty, co-sovereignty, coexistence as nations, to reinforce the notion of natural resource equity with respect to the spirit and intent of our treaties, 1 to 11. Last but not least, I deliver this message that our people are of the same sentiment that diplomacy, political rhetoric, and Canada's failure to fulfill treaty obligations are no longer acceptable. That seeking resolution outside the Canadian politics remains the most viable option in order to seek justice for injustices inflicted on us with respect to the theft of Indigenous lands, the lack of enforcement of treaties, and the breach of the sacred treaty. It is difficult to rely on the Canadian judiciary to reconcile our sovereignty, our inherent treaty rights. The courts continue to erode, alter, diminish, and extinguish our rights, and we can no longer trust these institutions that serve to disempower, eliminate Indigenous rights, and dispossess and continue to steal Indigenous lands. It is difficult to ask a thief to sit in judgment of his theft. Your Excellency, Canada's truth rests on your shoulders. Let us foster the treaty relationship and allow the truth to set us free. Be which. Thank you.